the cherry tomato. You see it in the store, maybe your friend grows it, maybe you grow it. Either way, they're really good this time of year, and it's the time of year to make a fresh, no-cook tomato sauce. Start with a big bowl and chop up your tomatoes. Cut about half of them in half and get them in the bowl. And then the other half, just really mash up with your knife. Just get them all mushy and get all that juice in there. And then with the back of the knife, take 2 cloves of garlic, hit it so you can remove the skin, and just really coarsely chop the garlic. Maybe that's 6 pieces total, and just drop it in there with those cherry tomatoes. Throw a few basil leaves in there. How much? 3, 4, 9. It doesn't matter. It's going to flavor it. About a 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano. If you have fresh, use that. Probably even better. 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. And about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Really good extra virgin olive oil in there. I'm just going to dump it in there. About a 1/4 cup. It's all good. It doesn't matter. You can use 3/8 of a cup. It doesn't really matter. Trust me. Let those flavors come together. They're going to meld. The longer you let this go and just sit out, the better it's going to be. There's our fresh mozzarella and our pasta. Any type of pasta is fine for this. You can use long spaghetti. You can use penne. I'm using casarici. And I'm bringing a pot of water to a boil. And I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of kosher salt per gallon of water. It's a good general rule to go by. Get your pasta in there and just mix. Use your hand for 30 seconds to a minute. You don't need to put any olive oil in there. It won't stick as long as you keep turning it around and mixing it. All right, so there's our fresh mozzarella and the basil. For the existing basil and those garlic cloves, I'm going to pull them out. Don't want to eat that garlic. It's going to be too strong, and we're going to put new basil in there. So fish out a couple pieces of the pasta to check if your pasta is done. It needs a few more minutes. And I'm just going to tear the basil leaves right off the stems. And I'm going to cut a 1/2 pound of the fresh mozzarella and save the other half for later. That's really good. Just tried it. It doesn't need any more salt and pepper right now. After the pasta goes in, the bland pasta, even though we salted the water, add any last bit of seasonings. I'm going to tear the basil up, put some of the fresh mozzarella in there, and that'll be it. You can trust the package instructions, but you really shouldn't. You should always just be checking as it goes. It's pretty much done. And I'm going to drain the pasta well. And I was going to use the pasta spider, but since we don't need any really the pasta water here, I used a colander to really drain it. Get it in there, taste it, and it needs some more kosher salt and some more extra virgin olive oil. And after it's mixed, all the flavors are really incorporated, get it right in a nice serving platter. Some teared basil and that really good fresh mozzarella. That is so good. It's really, really tasty. I'm going to put in a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. I know you think I'm using a little too much here. Trust me, I'm not. Go ahead, take a bite. This sauce that you could let steep for hours, you can even let it go overnight. And you can also put zucchini in it. You could put other vegetables. You can add capers. You can really put whatever you want in it. But this is a really basic tomato one to do with really fresh tomatoes, especially ones that you grow. That would be the best. And the basil you grow. And then maybe even the fresh mozzarella you make. But I bought all 3 of those from the store. Yeah. You guys want to try? What do you think, Sammy? Does it need salt or pepper or anything? Your kids are going to be the best judge of your food, more so probably than your husband or wife or whatever, because they have no filter right now. So they'll tell you if it's not good or not, and you listen to them. And that's why I always trust you guys when you criticize the food. And right now you gave it a pass, right? Perfect?
Yeah.
All right. This is fresh tomato sauce, basically just a summer sauce. Until next time, see you. Actually, you can eat this. I have all this here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I actually thought it was going to be cold.
My daughter was saying she thought it was going to be cold. You could make it cold if you put this in the fridge. Yep.
I don't like pasta salad.
Yeah. Well, I do.